Hey guys, just wanted to let you know I've got a new single coming out. It's called Knee Deep. It'll be out this week, this Friday, June 8th. I hope you'll check it out. I thought I'd take a few minutes just to tell you about the song for those of you who are interested. It's the song, well, it explores a few themes. As many of you know, many of my songs explore themes of isolation and disconnection from humanity and society and fun subjects like that. And this is one of those songs, again. But there's also a spiritual component, and you'll hear that, metaphorically, it's in there. What else can I tell you? The song talks about being overwhelmed. I think there are kind of two ways of feeling overwhelmed, at least for me. One is just the more mundane feelings of being overwhelmed, responsibilities, family, paying bills, answering emails, finding time to take care of yourself, things like that. But there's also the spiritual aspect of being overwhelmed in a good way. When you feel like life is just so amazing and this universe is so huge and mysterious and you can't fathom it. How do I fit in? So in the song, I not only talk about feeling overwhelmed, but also how we hide ourselves from these feelings, the things that confront us, hiding from the mundane, but also hiding from the spiritual side of ourselves. So in the song, I imagined these things that overwhelm us as a substance that consumes us. In this case, the substance is the ocean that's slowly rising. I don't really even talk about the ocean all that much in the song, but that's sort of the launching pad for the metaphor of being knee deep in something, knee deep in the mundane things that overwhelm us, but also knee deep in the amazingness of life and the universe and anything that's just that we're so immersed in, that's just so overwhelming to us. I can't say exactly where I wrote the song. I honestly don't remember. I think it was here in Woodland Hills in my house. Like most of my songs, I'm usually kind of trying to work through some emotion that's overtaking me, a feeling that's kind of all-consuming in the moment. And the only way, or the best way I know how to express that is musically and poetically. And so, that would have been the kernel for this song. As I said, I don't really remember writing this song, and that's often the case with a lot of my songs. Some songs I remember very specifically the writing process and where I was and how long it took. This song, I think, came really quickly. That's probably why I don't remember writing it. Some songs are like that, where it just like comes in a flash and it's very clear what the words need to be, and the music almost writes itself. And I'm just like a vessel. I know it sounds kind of woo-woo, but the artists out there will understand. I'm fairly certain that I came up with the music first, and then I wrote the words. That's often, I'd say about 90% of the songs I write, it's first an emotion that I'm working with, and I express that musically, and then I really kind of hone in on what the song is saying, what it wants to say, and the words start coming, and I build it from there. And this song, I'm fairly certain, came the same way. This is one of those songs where I just wanted to play all the instruments myself, partly because the song is so much about isolation and feeling like you're one against the world, or the world is totally against you sometimes. So because there's this feeling of just isolation, I guess. I wanted to sort of separate myself from everyone else in the making of the song. Certainly not in the sharing of the song. But I played all the instruments. I played drums and keyboards and guitars, and obviously I sang. I even played bass. And I was ready to mix the song, actually. In fact, the song was kind of half mixed already. And I had one of those moments where I was like, you know what, Joel, you're just not a good enough bass player for this song. So I brought in my friend Andreas Geck, who's a wonderful bass player. He plays for Kelly Clarkson and several other great artists. And he came in and did an awesome job. You know, sometimes I write a song specifically trying to emulate an artist that I admire greatly. This is not one of those songs, although you can definitely hear some influences, I think, in retrospect. When I listen, I certainly hear the Beatles. I mean, they creep up in practically every song. You just can't avoid it. I can't. I even hear some Queen in this song, which is cool because they're absolutely one of my favorite bands. It's a little more subtle, I think, the Queen influences on this song, but I hear them. When I first started listening back, it struck me, I was like, this song sounds a little bit like Tom Petty and Neil Young, which is super cool because I really dig those artists, but it's the first time I've noticed their influence on my songs. So you guys might hear that. I'd be curious to hear what you guys hear in the song, actually, in terms of influences. So feel free to send me an email or text or Instagram message or whatever, and let me know what you think. You can listen to Knee Deep this Friday, June 8th, 2018, pretty much anywhere where you listen to music, stream music, download music. You can get it on Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon. It'll pop up on Pandora. You can make a station, a Joel Henry Stein station. That would be cool. If you're gonna download it, I encourage you to get it directly from my Bandcamp page. That's joelhenrystein.bandcamp.com. And you can pick up some other goodies there as well.